Hi, Scott Bruder here. So, I have realized that over the last, 5 to 7 years being completely technical, I don't carry around a pen with me anymore. But all of the time, I find myself in situations where when I need a pen, I can't find one. Now, granted, vast majority of stuff can be done on a smartphone or a tablet or a laptop, but having a writing implement handy is kind of always key. And I do like to keep pens in my bags. I used to keep them in my pockets, but they would pop open, stab through my pocket lining, and make a real mess. I had for the longest time used a mechanical pencil, right? Because it's not going to leak, it's not going to cause any kind of damage. But I do find if I have cheap mechanical pencils, they will break. Expensive ones will get lost. So I went on a hunt and I tried to find a small, compact pen, something that wouldn't easily open in my pocket, but that I could still write with. And I found this. This was an AliExpress find. I'll put the link in the notes. And it came super quick. But let's compare this to just any of these, even a standard Papermate. Let's take a look at what comes in the package. So we have the pen itself. We have another bag with some plastic rings, and I think that's possibly a little like a lanyard or a loop to go on a key ring. And it comes with 2 refills or cartridges, each one with its own spring, and that spring doesn't move around too easily. But like if we take this and we compare it to a Papermate, like this is going to take a lot less room in your pocket. Now, I believe the way this works, and we'll test it out, is the mechanism to engage it is push forward. Oh, there's one loaded, and move to the side, and then the retaining spring kind of keeps the pressure on it. So I thought I was going to have to put the first cartridge in there. I don't. The first one already is in there. We've got the hole on the back for the... Why aren't you focusing? There we go. Okay, hole in the back. Well, let's find a writing surface to see how well this works out. I'm going to take these, and they've even got little caps to keep them from drying out or writing on things back in the bag. I don't think I'm going to want the little lanyard hooks, I don't want to put it on a key ring, but you could. I'll put that back in there. And we're going to set that off to the side. So I grab myself a piece of paper, and let's see how it writes. This has never been used, so I'm probably going to have to do that little like scribble in the corner, make sure it writes. Oh, it actually wrote right away. I didn't have to worry about it. It writes really smooth. Perfect. Let's see how bad my handwriting is. Good day. This is a black pen. You know what? My handwriting is atrocious, but the pen is not. It's far from it. And it also works good for doodling. It fits nicely in my hand. It's got a good kind of feel. Let's zoom in and tear it apart and see what's going on inside. I know we've seen the spare parts, but I'd like to see what we got going on here. Let's see if I can lock this so the focus doesn't change. Okay, so first and foremost, I'm going to pull out a little ruler, and we'll get all of the finite measurements on it, and you guys can all have access to that. So let's push that spring back out of the way. It's kind of neat. It's very much like a bolt action rifle would have. So I'm assuming we're going to call this a bolt action pen. Now, because I'm in Canada and the metric system is super important everywhere, I will use the metric system to show this. There we go. And if I move my light a bit, does it make it easier? I don't even know what to do here to make it work. Let's add a secondary light source. Now, I'm not going to edit any of this because I feel that editing is a real pain in the butt. Or we could just change the angle. There we go. So, the entire pen from tip to stern is 80 to 83 millimeters. That's pretty good. Or 8.2 centimeters. Just because I don't want to alienate our people in the imperial countries, it is 3¼ inches. Now, granted, if any of you had done that in your head, you're better than I. I'd need a conversion chart because I don't do anything in hands or feet or whatever. So we've got that done. Let's look at tearing it down. So I'm assuming with any pen, as with any pen, you're going to loosen at the tip first. Ooh, I feel it binding a bit. And now I see the little rubber ring here. That's actually a great addition because it allows it to like not back itself out. Now the spring itself, whoo, look at that spring. That spring is securely affixed. Oh, it's not. No, it's just sitting inside the barrel at the front. Why? There we go. Sitting in the tip. Not much going on there. So we have this long spring. Let's see if we can kind of fit that back in there. We can't, so I feel like it kind of worked its way in there through the mechanical movement. I'm going to just keep that off to the side. And then we have our ink cartridge with its little spring. And I feel this little spring here doesn't do much aside from allow the bolt to kind of engage with it. The bolt moves nicely. Of course, this shaft is gray, and I feel that there's also a polished one as well. And I'm going to just undo the back, see if the back undoes. Ooh. The back does not undo. Nope, so it is forged in there. So that's it. Those are the three parts. And of course, if we take a look back at our spare part bag, it's literally two more of the pen cartridges, two of these rubber rings that sit at the front to keep the barrel or for the tip from walking off, and the retaining spring. I'm sure there's a technical name for these springs that go on your key rings, or is that what it is? It's a key ring. There you go, a little key ring. And that's it. So I am going to take this, I'm going to put it back together, and my plan is to put this in my pocket and see how successful I will be with having this little pen. And find out if it makes a mess. I feel like the major issue with this is going to be if that bolt snags on things. Who knows, maybe I may modify it and just make it so there's just a little nub. That way it doesn't have the ability to snag on anything. So, if any of you have questions or comments about this little pen, comment. Also like, subscribe, and look at my other videos. I will put a link to exactly where I got this from AliExpress. And if any of you have tiny pens like this, please link them in the comments. I'd like to see them and, maybe add some other little pens to my collection. Have a great day. Thank you.